Hey everybody, my name's Cece. I have Tourettes Syndrome. I'm 17 years old. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be making a video for teachers of students who have tics or Tourette's. These are just things that I would have wanted my teachers to know, and it might help some teachers out if they're not too sure what to do with their students who have Tourette's. Okay, so the first one is you need to ask them how they want people to react to their tics. They could want you to completely ignore their tics and not acknowledge them at all. It definitely gets easier after a while. When you get used to it, you get used to tuning it out, and it's just a normal thing after a while. Or it could be that they feel more comfortable if they say something funny, then everybody can laugh as long as they're laughing with them. So, for example, they let me do a presentation where I basically told people that I thought it was okay if they laughed with me. If they laugh at me, then that's not okay because they mean it in a malicious way. But if I say something funny, they can laugh. They can laugh with me, and I just let them know that. So my tutors knew it, and my friends knew it, so nobody was uncomfortable. Number 2 is I would definitely ask them what kind of things help them, whether music helps them, because sitting with my headphones in often was the only reason I ever got any work done. If I couldn't listen to music, then sometimes my tics would just distract me so much that I wouldn't be able to get anything done, and then teachers would get frustrated with me because I haven't done nothing when it's not actually my fault. 3 is to make sure that you can tell that the student is getting overwhelmed by their tics or overwhelmed by the noise. Quite often there are comorbid disorders, so a lot of us struggle with sensory issues. Make sure they have somewhere where they can go and let you know when they need to leave the classroom, or just make sure that they know that it's okay if they need to take time out. Number 4 is definitely to educate yourself on Tourette's. There are loads of websites. I would recommend Tourette's Action. There are so many resources and different videos that you can go and educate yourselves on. There's often not just the tics, there's a whole other host of symptoms that come with Tourette's that maybe aren't as visible. It often really shows when teachers and other students haven't been educated about disabilities properly. Obviously, I've only experienced it from a student's perspective, but it's often really easy to tell that teachers do not get enough education on disabilities, so they don't know how to help us. And this means that the students aren't getting any education either. So if you educate yourself, then you can help educate your other students in your class, and that will make the person with Tourette's life so much easier. A really important one is to never single them out because of their tics. Like, I don't mind when my tutors reply to my tics, or they can laugh about it with me, but if they were to ever tell me off for saying something, that would really mess with my brain, and that is really not something you should ever say to anyone with Tourette's syndrome. And that adds on to the next point. Never tell someone with Tourette's to be quiet unless they are purposely being loud and it's just them talking. Then if they're just ticking, don't tell them to be quiet. It makes us really self-conscious, and it just reminds us that everybody's listening to us, and it often leads in us trying to suppress our tics, which affects concentration, mental health, and it's just really uncomfortable and will end in a tic tac later on. Also, if the child or person with Tourette's is confident, maybe offer them to do a presentation to their classmates, or let everybody else know about how they want to everybody to react. It can be really helpful if it comes straight from the person, but don't force them to do it if they aren't comfortable with our overall mental health. Another one is make sure you know that sometimes we work in a little bit of a different way. Things that work for other people just don't work for us. Sometimes if we are trying to do something and work something out or do a bit of work in the way that you want us to, we won't be able to, and we just need to go at our own pace. And lastly, let them know that your classroom is a safe space. If they ever need to come and talk about anything, or they get into trouble with another teacher, because there's always going to be that one teacher, then let them know that they can come to you to talk, because sometimes we don't have that safe space, and it really affects our... I know that if you or any other teachers were to actually listen to this advice, you would make such a difference in your students' lives. It is disappointing how little education everybody gets on disabilities, because it's such a big portion of students. 1 in 100 students will have tics or Tourette's, which is a massive number if you think about it. My old school had about 900 students. That means there were 9 people in my school who had Tourette's, and that's actually quite a lot of people if you think about it. I really hope this helped. I really hope you can help other people with this. These are things that I want you to know. Ask your student if there's anything that they want you to know, because it will be different for everybody else. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, like, and maybe share. My TikTok and my Instagram are in the description, and I hope you have a lovely day. Bye!